Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kay. Now, in a past video, I've told you guys how to get your feet in the door with healthcare. Now, in this video, I'm going to do the exact opposite. So I'm going to tell you how to get your feet outside of healthcare. Okay, so keep watching. Okay, so first things first, I'm trying my best to look into the camera, but I'm using my iPad, so I'm not really sure if I'm looking directly at you guys or not, but yeah. Anyways, okay, so I wanted to do this video because it was requested by someone. They commented a couple of months ago and they were just asking about different positions they can do so that they can get out of healthcare. And I'm not trying to urge everyone to get out of healthcare. You know, last year I left healthcare. It could be permanent, maybe, maybe not. You just got to keep watching. But I decided to do a few other things. And honestly, like, I think that was the best decision that I made because I really was burnt out. And with healthcare, it's really not that hard to get burnt out. So sometimes you have to look elsewhere. And there's nothing wrong with having different positions and different roles. If you become a nurse, that don't mean you have to be a nurse forever, or it doesn't mean that you can't explore other things. There's always other pieces of you and different sides of you that you can explore. So just don't think that you always have to be just one facet. You can be multifaceted. Okay, so we're going to talk about a few different jobs that you can do, and I'll also share with you guys the different things that I've been doing. So the first thing that I want you to consider is finding what you're passionate about and starting a business out of that. So I realized that work is actually not supposed to be hard. Like, you're supposed to really enjoy the things that you're doing. You're supposed to enjoy your life. You're actually not supposed to go to work every day and complain, okay? So you have this opportunity to create something that you want to create, that you love, and other people will always be attracted to that. There's a saying that if you build it, they will come, and people will be attracted to you and they will support your business. Like, of course, it may not take off right away, but if you just put enough effort into it and put enough love into it, trust me, it will. So I decided last year before I quit my job that I wanted to do a lip gloss company, right? And I was at work because I was like, dang, I don't really want to do this anymore. Like, I want to just quit, do my own thing. And I called my sister. I was on my break, so I called my sister and I was like, let's start a lip gloss line. Because I was on YouTube. Like, I'm always on YouTube looking up different side hustles, different ideas. And, you know, I saw how they were like making lip gloss and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? I do like lip gloss, so why not? So I called my sister and I said, let's start a lip gloss company. And she was like, okay. And that's literally how we started our lip gloss company. So we make these different lip glosses, and we have like different flavors, different collections. And, you know, it comes in this little fancy bottle. And basically, we created this. We make our own lip glosses. We research the ingredients. We make sure that everything is all natural. And I'll put the link below if you want to support our business. But it's something that we actually enjoy. It's something that we have fun making, and it doesn't feel like work. You know, of course, when you own your own business, there's always going to be different obstacles that you have to tackle. But when it's something that you enjoy, it's not so hard. So honestly, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit of soul searching, but I suggest that you write a list down, sit down, think about, okay, what am I good at? What do I like to do? And it could be anything. If you like playing video games, there's so many different things that you can do with video games. If you like mowing the lawn, you could create a business out of that. If you love making music, there's so many different things that you could do. But honestly, like the best thing that you could do for your life is to do something that you enjoy. I think we're put on this earth to share our talents. We weren't put on this earth to just work hard and slave away. I firmly believe that everyone has a talent and we all have something that we're good at, and we're supposed to enjoy our talents and share with other people. And that's what life's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be hard and, complicated. It's really simple, honestly. Okay, so the next thing that you can consider is becoming a teacher on OutSchool. All right, so there are many different teaching companies out there, but this is the best one that I've came across. I've been teaching online for about 3 or 4 years, and this one is like the best one. So, what's so special about OutSchool is that you can make thousands of dollars per month. And I said thousands, okay? So, this is not something that's made up or whatever. This is something that I've actually experienced. This is something I've actually been doing since I left my job last year, and I started working, as an independent contractor. Okay, so the great thing about being an independent contractor is that OutSchool or any other company that you work for, they're not going to tell you how many days to work, how many hours, when to work. Like everything is just flexible. It's kind of like you're your own business. So you're basically doing your own thing. And on OutSchool, the great thing is that you set your own pay. Like if I wanted to do a class for $300, I could do a class for $300. So the only catch is that they get 30%, which is not bad because they give you all the students, they give you all the resources, you use their platform. So all you have to do is really just log in and teach, okay? I mean, of course, you gotta put work into getting like putting a good class together. But if you have a good class and you kind of market yourself just a little bit, you will get students. Okay, so I've been teaching on OutSchool for like a year now, and it's really been a good side income for me. So you should definitely consider it. And if you guys want me to do like a little breakdown of how to get started with OutSchool, definitely leave that in the comments. I'll gladly make a video for you guys. Also, I want to note that with everything going on in the world right now, online teaching is where it's at, okay? So you could definitely get a lot of students online with many different companies, but the only thing is that a lot of those ESL companies, which is English as a second language, where you're basically teaching foreign students, usually in China, you're teaching them English. A lot of these companies had to shut down because apparently, allegedly, China doesn't want their students being influenced by American teachers anymore. I mean, that's what they're saying. I don't know. But a lot of those companies had to shut down for whatever reason. Okay, so I used to work a lot with VIP Kid. They're kind of restructuring now because of that, but I'm not really working with them anymore at the moment. So we'll see. But yeah, OutSchool is definitely where it's at. And I'll also leave my referral link below. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm going to leave my email and you can reach out to me and use my code. Okay? All right. So the next job on this list is going to sound like a drag. It's going to sound boring. It's going to sound like something that you're like, okay, I'm not doing that. And honestly, when I first found out about it, I'm like, I don't know if I can make any money doing that. But with this next job, you can easily make 6 figures per year, okay? So the next job that I'm talking about is a Notary Public / loan signing agent. Okay, so notaries actually make a good amount of income. It doesn't seem like it, but notaries can make a lot of money. So what I love about doing notary work is that the possibilities are endless. Like the notary field is just booming right now. There's so many different things you can do. One thing that you can do is become a loan signing agent. And basically you have to like take a test. It's not really hard. Like you take a little class, you take a test, and you can do loan signing. So basically if someone's buying or selling a house, You are basically facilitating that and making sure everything is just going smoothly. You tell them where to sign, you stamp, and that's it, you know, and it's really not that hard, and you can make hundreds of dollars doing that. Okay, especially if you start working with a title company, you can make even more money. So you can create a business out of that. Okay, and another thing that you could do is fingerprints. You can become an appraiser, you can survey houses. There's so many different things. One thing that I specialize in is doing apostilles. Okay, so what is an apostille? So let's say you're going out of the country and you need to buy land or do something like that. You may need your birth certificate from Florida, for example. So in order for them to validate that you were actually born in Florida, you're going to need to do an apostille, which is kind of like a notarization, a fancy notarization, I would say, that only the Secretary of State can do. So I would help them with this process. And the great thing about it is you set your prices. So if I say, hey, for this process, I'm going to charge you $200, I could charge $200. And sometimes you can even charge more depending on how fast they need it. So the most I've ever charged for this process is $900. Okay. Now going from working and making like 16 something per hour to making like $900 for really just getting the paper and just knowing the process, that's crazy. Okay. So, you know, the more you learn in this field, the better your business will be. And the great thing, guys, is that the holidays are coming up. So a lot of people are going to need notaries because the banks are going to be closed and they're going to still need their papers to be notarized. And of course, you can charge different convenience fees. So, you know, it's like a supply and demand kind of thing. But, you know, notaries are very, very important. So definitely get on it right now if it's something that you're interested in and just get it done. It's just like another side hustle, another way for you to just make a little bit of extra money. Okay, so the next thing on the list is a virtual assistant, and I'm gonna keep this one kind of short because it's not something that I've done. I've definitely considered it, but it seemed like it took a little bit of time to really build up your profile to be able to get chosen by people for certain jobs. And, you know, I just really didn't have the time to do it. But it seems like it's something that's very lucrative. I've known a few people that's done it and they seem to enjoy it. But basically, all you're doing is you're using your skills to help businesses or help another person. So if someone hires you as a virtual assistant, it's usually for a company. So they're going to be usually asking you to maybe make an appointment for them or make some kind of travel arrangement, order something from Panera Bread or something for their lunch. So with this position, you just have to do your research, type in Google virtual assistant jobs, and I'm sure there's going to be different ones. And the pay could be really good, and there's some people that don't really pay much. So it just really depends on what you're doing and what skills you're using. So definitely do some research. But there are people that get paid really well doing this job. Okay, so this next one is something that I did. It's one of the three things that I did when I quit my job. I was like just working, doing different things, but it was great because I had control over my time. So the next job on the list is a delivery driver. So I did food deliveries. I worked with Shipt. And that's basically a company where you shop for people and you know, help them with their shopping list, with their groceries, and you deliver it to their door. And, you know, they give you a tip, like hopefully they give you a tip. And I really would suggest that you give your delivery drivers, whether it's like Shipt or Uber or something, always tip them because honestly, it's always annoying when you spend all this time in the freaking store looking for people's groceries and then they decide not to tip you or they give you like $2 or something. And it's like, really? Like, stop being cheap, okay? So what I liked about it is that I worked whenever I wanted to work, and you could work when they have those surges. So sometimes they're paying like $20, $30 for a trip, and then you get like a tip on top of that. Someone actually did something really, really nice for me, and I just won't ever forget it. But they left like $200 in an envelope, and they said, "Thank you so much for everything that you're doing. I really appreciate it." And that was their gift to me. They made sure they told me, "Hey, this is for you." And I thought that was like the nicest thing. That was like the biggest tip I've ever gotten. But it really just like made my day, because that's kind of like around the time when I quit my job, and I was doing Shipt and doing all these other things. So I thought that was really nice. I've actually known people that's made hundreds, close to like $1,000 on a weekly basis doing these jobs. So, maybe if you like driving, this could be something that you can consider. All right, you guys, so we are almost at the finish line. Okay, so the next two that we're going to talk about are Fiverr and Upwork. So these websites are great because you get to showcase your talent. If you are great at drawing or creating a resume, business cards, logos, websites, the possibilities are endless. If you are good at creating something, you can showcase it on these websites and people can hire you. Okay, so this next one is something I tried, but I don't think I'm that good at it. Like, I tried it and I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't think I had the patience either. But this next one is a voiceover artist. So, as a voiceover artist, you're basically lending your voice to a project. So, it could be like a little snippet for a commercial, or it could be like an audiobook, but you're just basically lending your voice and you get paid for it. Now, some people may get paid like $15, $20 for maybe something short, but there are people that get paid hundreds of dollars to do voiceover work. Okay, so if that's something that you're interested in, a website that I use is called acx.com. And this website, you're basically reading a sample of your work. So I read The Cat in the Hat, and honestly, I didn't really go through with it because I'm like, this just sounds stupid. I sound crazy. So I didn't go through with it. But if it's something you're interested in, definitely do a sample of your work and put it on Fiverr and acx.com. And maybe you'll get chosen for a certain project. It could be something that's fun and interesting, but it just wasn't for me. All right, you guys. So, last but not least, YouTube or podcasting. So, some people do quit their job to become a full time YouTuber or podcaster, if that's a word. But you could definitely do that, but it usually takes time to build up your channel. Some people are lucky and they do have that overnight success, but honestly, I'd rather just build up my channel, build up my audience, and then you could do it full time. And some people quit their jobs, and they become full time YouTubers. So that's something that you could definitely work on. And the way I always choose to look at it is that the world needs what I have. Okay, so I can't be stingy and keep all this good information to myself. I got to share it with the world. So that's how I choose to look at it. And when you're really sharing and you're being genuine with people, you're always going to have an audience. So you may start by having like one or two people, but then you'll have thousands or if not millions later. So I would definitely start a YouTube channel, or maybe like do some kind of podcasting and get some sponsorship. But there's so much money to be made in this arena, so definitely consider it. And if you want to create a channel but you don't want to show your face, you can still do that. There are people that make videos and they have like little pictures on there and they just do voiceovers, which is a-okay. So do you. All right, but if you want to create a channel, I say do it now and watch it grow over time. And the way I like to think about YouTube is that there's no one else in the world that could do me better than I could do me. Okay, there's no more K's out there that could do me. So you have certain information, you have certain skills and things that you could just show other people that could just change their lives. I mean, my life has been changed by watching other people's channels and learning things from them. So I like to do the same. And that's what really motivates me the most with YouTube. It's not money, it's not being seen or anything like that. It's really just being able to have an influence on other people's life for the positive. But, you know, that's a personal decision. If that's something you want to do, don't be scared. Just do it if that's something that you've always wanted to do. You only live once. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for requesting that. Whoever requested it, thank you. I hope it answers your questions. And, you know, if you try any of these, let me know in the comments. And I hope I didn't sound boring or sound crazy or anything. I'm kind of sleepy, but I told myself I'm gonna be dedicated. I'm gonna get back on here and make some quality videos. So hopefully this one was good. Leave your comments below, like, comment, subscribe, and there's so much more in the future, so you don't want to miss it, okay? I'll see you guys next time. Bye.